If you ask William Samoei Ruto his biggest headache and worry, what do you think it would be? I know many would think that he's so much worried about the high cost of living in the country. No, that is not his number one worry. You may think that maybe the skyrocketing prices of basic commodities is one that is giving him any headache. It is not. Ruto's biggest headache is 2027. He is so much worried about 2027 that he has forgotten that there are promises that he gave to Kenyans. He has already rolled out his campaign machinery. In fact, all those interdenominational prayers that he conducts every Sunday are just another form of campaigns. And the reason why 2027 is becoming elusive to William Ruto is because he understands well that he became the president largely because of the Mount Kenya votes. If you remove the Mount Kenya votes from William Ruto today, he remains a shell. And there is a discussion going on that William Ruto is not very sure of the Mount Kenya votes. Kanini Kega once corroborated this very discussion, that the only reason why Mount Kenya voters woke up very early in the morning to vote was because of the presence of Raila Amolo Odinga in the ballot. Raila has always been presented to them as a scarecrow. Ukitaka kuwashtua, you mention Raila. So they woke up very early in the morning to vote out Raila Odinga. And some experts believe that they never voted William Ruto in because he was good. They voted William Ruto because they thought Raila was bad. And with that, Kanini Kega notes that if Raila will be missing in the ballot in 2027, then it is going to be a game changer. To corroborate the very facts, listen to Francis Kimemia, what is said about Raila Amolo Odinga.
Wawa, tafadhali, tutikae hitikere. Nimogoteka wado itu. Baba anatosha ama hatoshi? Wangapi wanasema anatosha? Asanteni sana, asanteni sana. Mimi nafikiri nataka kutoa shukrani kubwa sana. Vile tumeulizwa tutasaini MOU na wale zile blocks ambazo tuko nazo ya Nyanza, ya Northeastern, ya Coast kama Central Kenya, na tukubali ya kwamba sisi wakati tulikuwa tunashindana na baba tuliharibu jina yake sana. Tuliharibu jina yake na ilikuwa tu ni uongo, ni siasa ile politicking. Sasa imefika wakati tuingie mashinani, tuambie watu wetu ukweli. Hii ilikuwa ni porojo, ilikuwa ni siasa, tukamuita Kemondo, tukamuita Kanini. Sasa ilikuwa ni porojo tu ya kutafuta kula na kushindana. Sasa ni wakati ukweli, tuambie wananchi wetu ukweli ya kwamba baba anatosha, na tuambie anatosha kuendesha serikali.
Ladies and gentlemen, with those revelations and with the happenings that we have seen in the recent past from Central Kenya, where there is an open rebellion, and if you have not seen it, then just give it a little more, a few months, and you will see it blowing because they are trying to hide it. William Ruto is really a worried man. I want us to take an opportunity to get at least 3 aspects of Kanini Kega's revelation that is worrying William Samoei Ruto and giving him sleepless nights. Kindly subscribe to our channel if you are watching for the first time. Click the notification bell so that whenever we release another video like this, YouTube will automatically notify you. Don't forget to like and share our videos. And to all our esteemed supporters, I want to say thank you very much for your continued support. May God bless you as you continue lifting our channel. Ladies and gentlemen, the number one aspect that is worrying William Ruto about Kanini Kega's revelation that was corroborated by Kimemia is the unity of Azimio. William Ruto is so much worried about this unity, and he wishes that Azimio would disintegrate. And his number one worry there is Kalonzo Musyoka. He really wants Kalonzo Musyoka to go it alone. And if not, he may want Raila in the ballot, because he understands 2 things. That will give him an opportunity to go and campaign in Central. That will give people like Ndindi Nyoro, Kimani Ichung'wah, and Rigathi Gachagua something to talk about, because they lack substance. They don't have anything tangible that they can tell their people, except that Raila is bad. Raila tried to intimidate Uhuru Kenyatta during his tenure. Raila is the one who was rocking the boat from within when Kibaki was in power. And so they have something to say when Raila is on the ballot. And they know very well that if Kalonzo goes it his own way and Raila his own way, then Raila might not really make it, because he was really largely supported by Kalonzo Musyoka. So he's really worried about the unity, and he really prays that Azimio disintegrates into pieces. Because if Azimio shall remain united, then William Ruto will face a united team. And you all know that united we stand, divided we fall. If you want to walk fast, you walk alone. But if you want to walk far, walk as a team. If Azimio will remain as a team, they will go to the farthest in 2027. And they will collectively as a team face William Ruto, who does not even know, he is not even sure whether Kenya Kwanza will remain a united team. Number two, William Ruto is really worried about the rigging claims that have always been propagated by people like the Secretary General of the Jubilee. Jeremiah Kioni has said that it was in Central that bore the mark of massive rigging. And Jeremiah Kioni believes that maybe because of laxity, they didn't tighten some loose nuts, they allowed Jubilee to be rigged out. And he believes that if they had guarded their votes, maybe Raila would have been the president today. I don't know whether those claims are true. But if those claims are true, because if there is one person who understands those claims, it is William Samoei Ruto and Wafula Chebukati. If at all, ladies and gentlemen, William Ruto stole votes in Mount Kenya, then that is a cause for worry. And it is worrying him because if Azimio will remain as a team, then they will guard, they have learned from their mistakes, they will guard their votes. And if Mount Kenya will be given someone that they want, maybe they decide to support Raila or Kalonzo Musyoka, and Mount Kenya accepts the person they will be given, then they will not allow any rigging in that place. They themselves will guard the votes. And if that happens, then William Ruto is a one-term president and is really worried about those statements. William Ruto is also worried about the Kamwene. Is it the Kamene or Kamwene? The Martha Karua team. Because this formation that the Martha Karua, Jeremiah Kioni, Mwangi wa Iria, you know, those Mount Kenya leaders who are in Azimio, they are coming up with a formation that will be an alternative to those people who do not want to associate themselves directly with Raila Amolo Odinga. And they want to give them something as a shadow, if at all they are tired of the UDA, because the truth as we speak is that UDA is a Rift Valley party. You can argue with that, but you just check your facts. It is. And this formation will stand out as a Mount Kenya coalition. And you will see, because in politics, you don't rule out any possibilities. After the nominations, those who will be disgruntled can always find solace there. People like Wamushomba will be there, because that will be a coalition of several parties that Mount Kenya fraternity will identify with. And is really worried about this formation, because you know very well that those who are leading it are people who don't see eye to eye with William Ruto, people like Martha Karua and Jeremiah Kioni. And it really is worried about this, because what might happen is that the Kamwene will sit down, look at the plight of Mount Kenya, and they will tell them, let us rally together to face out William Ruto. And you never know, because people are very tired, they might just decide to vote as a team. The other thing that worries William Samoei Ruto is the silence of Uhuru Kenyatta and the way in which people celebrated his birthday. You know, all the fallacies that were peddled around Uhuru Kenyatta are now being unearthed. They said Uhuru Kenyatta was at the center of their plight. And Uhuru decided, okay, let me go out of the country, let me fly out and leave you to rule. And since Uhuru went out to the UK You've seen there's a reduced blame game, because in the past it was everything the former regime, everything the former regime, until people started questioning. Uhuru is no longer in the country, is no longer in power. Why do you keep on mentioning his name? And after people realized that Uhuru was never their problem, the problem was this regime. They never had a plan. They were full of fallacy, political gimmicks. People have decided to make a U-turn. And the other day you saw how they wished Uhuru Kenyatta birthday in Githurai, a place where William Ruto used to be welcomed. When that Kameme presenter asked them whether they still wanted William Ruto, they said no, and they wanted Kamwana. So this is another worry, because the next Mount Kenya kingpin is going to be determined by Uhuru Kenyatta. That is why William Ruto is looking for him, Gachagua is looking for him. That is why they are now leaning towards giving back Uhuru his party, because they understand that maybe even if they don't give him his party, Uhuru might just decide to get another formation, maybe Kamene or something, that formation that is coming up. And William Ruto is really worried about these factors that I have given you. And wherever he is, he's got sleepless nights. To compound matters is the fact that Rigathi Gachagua is not giving him any peace, because Rigathi wants an assurance that Raila Amolo Odinga is not going to be part of the government in any way, whether directly or indirectly. Rigathi wants to ensure that he is given an assurance that the Prime Minister to be, Musalia Mudavadi, will not be the running mate. And William Ruto has a lot of problems, a lot of worries, a lot of sleepless nights. No wonder, if you look at the body, is a little bit thin compared to the way he was. He's got a lot of things in his mind. But again, it is what it is. He has to face what he bargained for.